everyone, don't forget that the Galaxy Steve versus Void Steve merch is still on sale. You can get it by clicking the link in the description below. Now, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Previously on the Steve Saga. What?
Sabre, I'm so sorry.
Galaxy Steve, I thought you had gotten away.
I'm the reason Rainbow Steve is gone. I'm the reason Time Steve's gone. I'm the reason everything's... It's all my fault.
No, it's not. Look, you tried to make the world, the universe is a better place. You pulled me into that machine when I trapped you because you have the same energy as Galaxy Steve. You have to be related somehow.
Sabre, you still don't get it, do you? We are
Galaxy Steve.
What? What do you mean we are Galaxy Steve? You and Void Steve and Galaxy Steve, you guys are the same person?
Galaxy Steve and I, at one point in time, were the same person. Both of us were looking over the universe, or I guess you could say I was looking over the universe. But Galaxy Steve started to not want to do those things. He didn't want to have to make the difficult decisions. So he decided to split himself. The good side? Well, me. Fortunately for Galaxy Steve, in the process, he gave me a few things he didn't really want to, like all of his memories.
What? That's why he doesn't have his memories? All of his memories when he split went to you?
Correct. He was horribly confused at the beginning. He had no idea what was going on. He had lost all of his memories, as well as all of his powers for the most part. Everything went to me and left him relatively powerless.
But he created Time Steve and Elemental Steve to try and fill in some gaps. He told me that as if it was the same exact story between you guys. Why would he split himself up if he made Time Steve and Elemental Steve?
Because he forgot, of course. I was his first creation. Well, I was Galaxy Steve when we split, but he forgot.
So he made Time Steve and Elemental Steve because he forgot that he had already split himself?
Repeating past mistakes. If you don't know the history, you're doomed to repeat it.
But you guys can't be the same. You can't. That means if I had destroyed you, I would have destroyed part of Galaxy Steve. I would have
destroyed all of Galaxy Steve.
That's why Rainbow Steve didn't want me to destroy you at first. That's why Rainbow Steve refused to fight. That's what you told him. You told him the truth, that you guys are the same.
That's what I've been telling you, Sabre. This whole time, you've been fighting for the same person.
No.
You've been fighting with the very thing you've set out to destroy this whole time.
But
Rainbow Steve understood that. He knew the dangers of Galaxy Steve. He knew the problems that he would cause.
But that would mean that all of this fighting, all this back and forth would have been for nothing.
I wouldn't say it was for nothing. I found it rather amusing, honestly.
Amusing? You're still just so sick. There's no way that you can be a part of Galaxy Steve. You're a monster.
No, Sabre, it's all true. Everything he said, it's all true, Sabre. I created Void Steve. Void Steve is me. You failed.
You can't say that. We went through so much. You could have gotten away and could have...
There's your savior, Sabre. There's the man who's supposed to make everything right. Cowering in fear, as he always does. Look at him. Pathetic. He can't even lift a finger against me. And he even created me. So much for guarding the galaxy.
I refuse to accept the fact that all of this was for nothing.
He's right. I am useless. I am worthless. I haven't done anything.
No, you're not. You're not worthless. Galaxy Steve, we've become friends. You've been by my side. You've helped me.
I've only ever really brought you trouble, Sabre. I've only ever brought you down. I know I've only made things harder than it needs to be.
Galaxy Steve, you've been burdened with looking over the entire time and space. You had a lot on your shoulders. I understand what you tried to do. It's just the fact that the person I've been fighting this whole entire time has also been you is really just messed up. I don't know what to think anymore. If he's the one with your memories, then is
That's
he the
right,
true
Sabre.
Galaxy Steve?
I'm more of Galaxy Steve than your friend ever was.
Galaxy Steve has just been hurt. He's stronger than you ever will be.
Really, Saber? After all this time, you still believe Galaxy Steve is strong? You still believe this worthless excuse of a Steve has any right to rule the galaxy? Do you truly believe that? If so, you're as foolhardy as him.
I've faced a lot of evil Steves in my time, and I've always powered through it. I've always been able to help the Steves in need. Galaxy Steve, this Galaxy Steve is the real Galaxy Steve to me, and he's in need. He needs my help.
You're just so aggravating. Why won't you listen?
I am listening. I know that Galaxy Steve obviously isn't who I thought he was, but the Galaxy Steve I've come to know has grown as a person. When I first met him, he was still confused, but he's figured out who he wants to be, who he truly wants to be deep down. Galaxy Steve, you aren't what he is. You've become a completely different person. You've changed for the better. You are the true Galaxy Steve. He is a monster. He's Void Steve. He's changed. Whatever it was you tried to do in the beginning, it's not what you want now anyways. And even back then, you didn't even have a choice. He overpowered you. You accidentally created this monster and he took over.
How can you still believe that, Saber? How can, after all this time, you still side with Galaxy Steve? Do you not see the errors in his way? Do you not see how completely foolish this person is? He doesn't know what he's doing. He can't run a galaxy. He can't make decisions. It's me. I should be in charge. I should be running all of this, not Galaxy Steve.
You're right. Maybe you should have been able to run it, but you've been doing a horrible job. You may have his memories and you may have the power to run all of this stuff, but you're a child. You're acting immature. Do you not hear yourself? Do you not understand how petty you sound right now? You don't sound like you know at all what you're doing. You sound frustrated. You sound like you truly are still upset because you know that deep down a part of you is still missing, the true part of you. Galaxy Steve, that's why you've wanted to absorb him. You've always had the power to look over the universes, but you wanted to absorb him completely because you've envied him.
Not true. I just simply need Galaxy Steve to be fully complete, to become all-powerful. Once I absorb every last bit of Galaxy Steve power, I will become all-powerful. I will be able to completely crush anything in my way. You are the last line of defense, and that's all there is to it. Once I've destroyed you, I can do whatever I want.
Rainbow Steve risked his life for me. He risked his life for Galaxy Steve. Galaxy Steve, you hear that? He risked his life for both of us. Both of us were down in that ditch, and he jumped in the way for both of us, not just me. He also believes in you. He may have envied that you came in, and it seemed like you were starting to push him out, but he understood what was happening. He turned around and became a good guy again because of you. He risked his life.
Well. Rainbow Steve this, Rainbow Steve that. I'm absolutely sick of you and your friends and your games. You have no idea what it's truly like out there. You have no clue. You just foolishly believe in your so-called friends. Rainbow Steve betrayed you. He stabbed you in the back and still you call him your friend? Foolish. You're all foolish. Once I absorb Galaxy Steve Saber, it'll be over for you. I'll finally be rid of you, and I will finally completely rule over all Steves.
No. Galaxy Steve, listen to me. You have to just fight him. I believe in you. Do not give up, okay? Don't give up.
Saber, it's over.
If you give in to Void Steve, he'll be the most powerful Steve in the universe without a doubt. No one will be able to stop him, Galaxy Steve. You are the true Galaxy Steve. I don't care what he says. I don't care how petty he gets. You are the Steve to me. You're the Galaxy Steve I know. The one that I become friends with. The one that Rainbow Steve risked his life for. He believed in you. I believe in you. A lot of Steves believe in you. That's why they've worked so hard to make sure that you are okay. Purple Steve risked his life to bring you back. Don't tell me you're about to give up on me, Galaxy Steve. I haven't given up on you. I could be destroyed for all I care. As long as you are able to fight and still look over this place, then it's okay. Don't give up.
It's over. You've lost. It's clear to me now that I've never been one to make decisions, but I find comfort in the decision that I've made, Saber.
No, Galaxy Steve, don't say that. Don't give up.
We can't do this forever, Saber.
Stop saying that.
Run. We've lost.
We haven't lost. You're still here. I'm still here. Galaxy Steve, if you let Void Steve absorb you, this is the end. Don't do it.
I'm finally going to do this. I'm
No!
going to finally do this!
No! Galaxy Steve!
I did it! I won! Yes! You fool! I finally absorbed Galaxy Steve, and now it's over for you!